Hi, my name is Mark Guzman. I am pursuing a degree in electrical engineering, and I will be reflecting on my experiences in the ENC 1102 course. As I signed up to take the course, my expectations of the class were that I would be assigned multiple tedious writing papers, be graded on them, and that would be the end of it. My goal entering the class was to receive a good grade, improve my writing skills, and to have an understanding of what academic writing consists of. I came to realization that this class was going to be time-consuming, but also a learning experience for the writer in me. I would have a chance to learn and practice writing while also be critiqued on it. Overall, this would improve my writing skills as a college student. Beginning with the first assignment, I came to realize that it was not just about writing, but rather improving the writing process. For example, we would be assigned to accomplish parts of a writing assignment. We would then be partnered up and asked to give feedback along with answer questions about our peers' progress. This would be used as a guideline on what needed to be fixed or added, as well as a peer's perspective on my work. For me as a student, this was like having another person grade me on my work done so far. Although I was not comfortable with it, I still believed that I needed a response for how to make my writing better. In addition to my goals, the course outcomes had a major role in the class progression. The first outcome was to demonstrate an awareness between rhetorical situation, discourse community, genre, and inquiry. In order to fulfill this requirement, these terms were assigned to us in readings from the book Writing About Writing, as well as from other articles. In addition to that, we also had class discussions where we would talk about the readings and try to apply them to real-life situations. For example, we would identify discourse communities through the 6 characteristics given to us from Swales, find day-to-day examples from genres and rhetorical situations we see all the time. Although it takes time to fully understand these terms, this was a step in the right direction. The second outcome consisted of engaging and understanding the research process, such as how to successfully use primary and secondary sources, finding the proper formatting for a research paper, and how to analyze sources and evidence to create your own conclusions. The analysis paper that was assigned to us was based on the researching of a community using both primary and secondary sources to support my findings. This was a first for me. In my analysis, I studied the IEEE discourse community, specifically the differences between communication genres from a national and local level. My paper was categorized into 5 parts: introduction, conceptual framework, methodology, analysis, and conclusion. I incorporated my primary sources in examples of genres, where I would analyze them, like this PowerPoint presentation, where a student uses this type of genre to convey his thoughts and images when representing for an IEEE club meeting on interviewing etiquettes. The third course outcome was to use what we read, along with secondary sources, to create evidence for our own writing. When stating an idea, there must be contextual evidence from our sources relating to the topic. This will increase ethos in our writing by having professional sources support our own arguments by applying them together. I believe that I have incorporated the use of complex text as evidence to support my main analysis paper. As you can see from this methodology, I defined green and rhetorical situation. Afterwards, I stated that, quote, since genre and rhetorical situation go hand in hand, as Dirk stated, they will be used to analyze the IEEE community. I will be identifying what type of genre this is by the formatting and its purpose. The reason behind this is to try to distinguish why the community decided that the specific type of genre they chose would be ideal to get their message across to all their members. What I wish to discover are the trends that separate or connect both the organization from the small branch. In addition, I will be recognizing each of the genre's rhetorical situations. What this implements is identifying 4 characteristics that rhetorical situation contain based on Grant Davies' conclusion. End quote. As a writer, using these 2 readings support my methodology along with being the basic framework of how I proceed during the analysis portion of the paper. The last course outcome emphasizes on being able to create persuasive text. Basically, being able to tie the first 3 course outcomes into one big essay, which is exactly what the analysis paper is asking you to accomplish. As a student of writing, I believe that I have become better at integrating all 3 course outcomes into one paper. Unfortunately, I still have a long way to go. In addition, based on the feedback from my instructor, she stated that I lacked the connection between my research to existing research, which damages my argument by not providing enough evidence to support my claims. Although I have a clear understanding of analyzing the content from the primary sources, along with providing arguments and reason for using certain methods, I still need to tie them together with the secondary research that I am using to provide such evidence. Lastly, the analysis paper showed me that there can be an incorporation of multimodality into research. Without having both pictures and videos as visual representation, the audience for my analysis paper might have a less chance of understanding what genres I analyze, which would hurt the evidence of the paper. The reason I chose this type of visual representation was so that the audience would get a feel of exactly what I looked at and how IEEE incorporates digital media into their genres. Overall, I did achieve my goal. This class has encouraged me by improving my writing and getting a better understanding of the writing process, specifically within revision and editing. However, there are some areas I can work on, such as the implementation of secondary resources into the analysis portion of research. Thank you for watching.